Mongkum Jamir, the President, Business Association of Nagas, accompanied by the Principal, Dr. Hewasa Elking, the Director, Sir Kulo Lorin, HR Manager, Ma'am Vinny, the Deans, Dr. Anjan Kumar Behera, School of English and Political Science, Dr. Temsa Kumla, School of Social Science, Dr. Amar Anjan Dey, School of Business and Economics, Tali Nung Sang, School of Computer Science, IT and NILIT, and Assistant Controller of Exam, Sir Abdul Salahuddin, to kindly water the tree of hope. Yeah. As found in the book of Job, chapter 14, 7-9, for there is hope for a tree, if it is cut down, that it will sprout again, and that its tender shoots will not cease. Though its root may grow old in the earth, and its stump may die in the ground, yet at the scent of water it will bud and bring forth branches like a plant. The tree of hope here today symbolizes growth, resilience, and the promise of a bright future. It stands a metaphor for the graduates themselves who, like the tree, will prosper and flourish, continuing to strive for excellence wherever you go, and creating a positive impact to the world, resonating the hope that your parents, teachers, well-wishers, and the community has for you. Our dear graduating class of 2024.
We just want to thank you for this program. Thank you for each one of the person that is here today, Lord Father. And as we continue this program, Lord Father, may your presence be with us, lead us, and continue to bless us, Lord Father. We commit everything into your mighty hand. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, sir, for your blessings. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the 6th graduation ceremony for the graduating class of 2024 from the School of Business and Economics, School of Computer Science, Department of Psychology, and the Department of Political Science. Today is about you, dear graduating students. You have achieved with perseverance and dedication. It is a privilege to celebrate the academic achievement with all of you. I am Dr. Nurjanino from the Department of Psychology, chairperson for the 6th graduation ceremony this morning session. Today, as we celebrate the class of 2024, we honor your academic achievements and cherished memories here at the Tetso College. Congratulations on reaching this milestone. Dear honored guests, graduates, parents, and well-wishers, Tetso alumni, faculty members, and students. Today, as we gathered here together to celebrate, we have the great pleasure of having our commencement speaker, Sir L. Mongkum Jamir, the President, Business Association of Nagas, who will be the commencement speaker for today, the 6th graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Sir, thank you for your presence. In spite of your busy schedule, for making out the time, we are indeed privileged to have you in our midst. I would like to request our principal, ma'am, Dr. Hewasa Elking, to kindly felicitate our commencement speaker. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. To deliver the director's address, let us all welcome our director, Sir Kulo Lorin, and also the chairman of Nagaland Industrial Development Corporation. Sir, the podium is yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nozinino. A very good morning to each and every one of you. Respected Chairperson, our honored commencement speaker, Mongkum Jamir, President of the Business Association of Nagas, governing board members who are present here today, parents, guardians, staff, and of course, the graduating class of 2024. Today, 30th of July, approximately 538 students from 12 programs are graduating. We thank God, first of all, for this amazing achievement. We thank all of you parents, guardians, staff, for the vital role that each of you have played to reach this stage today. Out of this 538, there are approximately another 100 also who have also cleared along with you this time. Some of you who might also be sitting here. Even though you have graduated late, you have graduated, you are still second to none. Okay? So you are part and parcel of this graduating class. I'd like to reassure you. Also, first of all, our commencement speaker, I'd like to give a brief introduction. Mongkum Jamir is someone very well known. He is president of the Business Association of Nagas. He's an entrepreneur and businessman, part of multiple committees, managing director of Symbiosis Creations Private Limited, and also somebody who has helped to empower marginalized communities through entrepreneurship and business development. We look forward to hearing your commencement speeches, your speech, and your words. Dear graduates, we live in a multicultural world. Naga society is also very multicultural. The entire country that we live in has so many different cultures, religions, and there are so many things which push and pull us in different directions. In spite of that, I think in spite of all the problems that we see India as a whole progressing, advancing, and becoming one of the most powerful countries in the world. In spite of all the problems in our Naga society, we are progressing. And I can confidently say that each of us are probably living a more comfortable life than how it was before. Clifford Geertz's definition of culture in The Interpretation of Cultures becomes a useful reference here. Culture is understood to be a symbolic universe in which acts are signs. Geertz said that man is an animal suspended in webs of significance he himself has spun. I take culture to be those webs. The webs of significance that Geertz refers to are signs within which the cultural life world of a community functions. The study of culture, therefore, must be an interpretive inquiry in search not of scientific laws, but of a process of meaning-making. What we mean by this is what I'll explain next. Graduates, when you first arrived here, we told you that you are all meant to be here. Dreamers, thinkers, and most importantly, doers. Our vision and mission for every member is to create a positive impact in the world and to keep empowering yourself towards lifelong excellence. Please remember one thing, whether you like it or not, Tetso College is part of your identity now. Your classmates are always going to also be a part of you. We hope that you have loyalty to both each other as classmates when you enter the workforce, and loyalty to your teachers and your students, and speak well of it and defend the institution whenever required. Because as alumni now, you take on a different role in the development of yourself and also of the institutions. We have many graduates in Nagaland, but the kinds that we need are the ones who do things the right way. It's not words, but it's going to be your actions now that will define what you are. This is a fantastic start, a fresh start for each of you. I hope that the future is exciting you. For some of you, you might be worried or might be fed up of people asking you, what are you going to do next? And if some of you are confused right now, it's okay. It takes time for us to know exactly what our calling in life is. But what you cannot do is just sit at home. What you must do is either get a job, volunteer, or do something. Which means you cannot be sitting at home on your phone, playing games, or doing something the whole day. Remember that the essence of our mission and vision is to create a positive impact in the world, which means you need to go out and you need to be doing something. So please remember to do something. And I'd like to leave you with 3 pieces of advice. One is to use your time wisely. Find a mentor or role model. There are people who have gone through this path before you. Some of them have made mistakes. Some of them have found success. Find the right mentor and role model. And our society is just too pessimistic and negative. Every single time we are very quick to pull down, to condemn. And that is why we'd like to ask each of you to try to stay positive. Be positive, be hopeful, because someone who can only see the negative is probably dying every day. But when you have hope, then even the bad times can look very good. And it is only hope that keeps us alive. And don't worry if you don't have everything sorted out in detail right now. But the most important, never stop learning. With these words, I would like to wish the graduating class of 2024 all the very best. Thank you so much for this time. I really appreciate all the parents who've come here to show their love, and we look forward to now meeting you either as colleagues or in some other capacity in the very near future. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. Yeah. In the next, we will now hear from our valedictorian, Ms. Kajal Kumari, topper of BBA 2024. It is my honor to introduce the recipient of Nagaland University and Hugh Gold Medalist of BBA 2024 for excellent scholarly achievement with high scholastic standing, Ms. Kajal Kumari, the BBA topper of 2024. With a passion for entrepreneurship, Ms. Kumari has actively participated in college-level business plan competition, Women Entrepreneurs Competition, showcasing a knack for developing creative ideas, who demonstrated exceptional leadership and academic excellence. Ms. Kajal was awarded the Best Speaker Award for the Budget Review 2023 to 2024 at Tetso College. To felicitate our topper, Ms. Kajal Kumari, I would like to request our commencement speaker, sir, to kindly felicitate. Yeah.
A very good morning, one and all. Respected commencement speaker, Mr. L. Mongkum Jamir, Director, Principal, faculty and staff, proud parents, and my dear fellow graduate. I am Kajal Kumari, graduating batch of BBA 2024, and it's my great privilege to deliver a valedictorian speech on this momentous occasion. First and foremost, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to our families and friends who stood by us with unwavering support and love. Your belief in us has been our rock throughout this journey, and today we share this achievement with you. To the management, faculty, and staff of Tetso College, thank you for your never-ending dedication and commitment towards our education and holistic development. Your wisdom, guidance, and encouragement has shaped us into the individual we are today. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also instilled a passion for learning, to strive for excellence, and to be a Tetso in sense of top in whatever we do and wherever we go. To my dear fellow graduate, today we mark a significant milestone in our lives as we stand together to celebrate not just the completion of our academic journey, but the incredible experience that have shaped us along the way. As a famous poet once said, किसी के हाथ में हीरा तो किसी के कान में, मुझे हीरो से क्या लेना, मेरा तो यार है हीरा. From late studying in the library, which turned into gossip, to a large number of coffee and trying our best to achieve 75% attendance. Dear friend, you were my strength and source of joy. Throughout these 3 wonderful years, we have not only gained knowledge but also forged strong friendship, discovered our passion, and laid the foundation for our future endeavor. From group studying session to balancing assignment and extracurricular activities, every moment with you was a cherished memory. As I stand here today as a Tetso student for the last time and soon to be an alumnus, I am taken back to the first day of my orientation, where everything seemed doubting and unfamiliar, but at this moment I am filled with cherished memories, pride, and accomplishment. I realized that every class that I have attended, experience outside the classroom, and extracurricular activities has shaped me into the person I am today. As Winston Churchill said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Therefore, my fellow graduate, let us embrace change with courage, face challenges with resilience, and always strive for greatness in whatever path we choose. Congratulations, class of 2024. Our journey doesn't end here. It's a beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kumari. And now we have reached the most awaited part of the ceremony, the commencement address. Before I give the time, let me allow to give a brief introduction once again. Dosa has already introduced him. Sir L. Mongkum Jamir is a prominent figure in the business and community sector of Nagaland. He currently holds the position of Managing Director of Symbiosis Creations, demonstrating his entrepreneurial and leadership skills. His influence extends beyond the corporate world as he served as the president of the Business Association of Nagas, where he actively presents the interest of the business community in the region. Sir, your commitment to broader economic development is evident in your as a member of the High Power Monitoring Committee for the National Schedule Caste and the Schedule Tribe Hub, schemes under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Expertise under the Government of India. This appointment underscores your expertise and dedication to empowering marginalized communities through entrepreneurship and business development. As stated by an American author and a motivational speaker, Zig Ziglar, you don't build a business, you build people, and then people build the business. I assume that probably Ziglar was having a thought of you, sir. On behalf of the Tetso College fraternity, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you once again. I now present the commencement speaker. Sir, the podium is yours. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was a great honor for me, and I consider this as a great privilege for me to be here in your midst today. Chairperson of today's convocation, Dr. Beseye, my friend and a very enterprising, young, dynamic leader of our Nagas, Mr. Lorin, who is not only the director, but he is also the chairman of NIDC. He holds a lot of colors. Wherever he goes, he shines, and we are so happy. Principal of Tetso College, faculties, and the parents of today's batch of 2024, and especially my dear students of batch 2024. How honored I am to be here with you in our midst. When I think about standing before you, I feel elated to know that you are venturing into a land, into the world where there's a lot of opportunities. Today, as you celebrate a very special time, particularly the transition of your life, and as you embark on the kind of opportunities that awaits you, the emerging economies of India, I think you should be full-heartedly going into that and then accepting the challenges. I see young graduating students with all the smiles in your face, and I think you go out, all the world out, and start conquering it. While I was just stressing this, I was just asking my friends whether it'll fit my size. And I said, they said, almost all of us are same, and I come here and I take the privilege of being here today. Before I start, I would like to first remember the founder of this great college, the vision that he had, and the way that he must have struggled, he must have sacrificed himself. And he had kept a legacy, and that was inherited by none other than Mr. Lorin, who is sitting here today. We are going to do something for that. And I would like to also, especially thank the faculties of Tetso College who had done so much for the graduating students here today. You are responsible in creating that carbon to diamond. the Diamond who are sitting over here. And what I would like to request all of you today is that let's give a big round of applause to this great people. I would like to again ask you to give a big hand, especially to the parents sitting over here. Their sacrifices that they had for all of you, because of their sacrifices, because of their aspirations, because of the hope that they had, we are all sitting over here. Do you know that my children, my son, my daughter, is going to conquer the world tomorrow? And I think, it's very befitting for us to give that big round of applause. Shall we do it once again? We had been talking about faculty. We had been talking about, founders. And now, I would like to have a small time to take a little bit of exercises for our young students over here. And what I would like to ask you is that we are going to have a small paragraph, which I would rather request our friend over here, just the media person, just kindly display that. We will have a paragraph over here. I wanted to ask you something here, and I'll tell you to do something. You need to read this. Can you see this? You need to read this and find out how many F's are here. I'll give you 20 seconds, and the moment you finally got it, I want you to please stand up, okay? Is it okay? Yes, starting now. Yes, can you please stand up? Our graduating students, will you please stand up? All of you. Just one work. Those of you who had seen here F with 3 and below, please sit down. With F, in this whole paragraph, just find out how many F's are there. And those of you who sees less than 3 and less, please sit down. Please sit down. Less than 4, please sit down. Less than 5, please sit down. And less than 6, please sit down. There's only 6, okay? Thank you very much. The same word, the same paragraph, I think that's all. The same word, the same paragraph, you all have seen this. Some it's in 3, some it's in 4, some it's in 5. And yes, there are 6 over here. You are going to face this situation. Tomorrow you walk out from this college, you are going to have different opportunities. You are going to have different challenges. But yes, you have to face all this. It's your battle, okay? It's your battle alone. Please fight it and be a blessing for our society. I'll be talking much about our future, and I'm sorry, I think, in the program, since the time has not been given, I think I will have my liberty to use the time, whatever time I would like to use. And yes, I would like to also inform you that I asked a friend of mine from Business Association of Nagas, Mr. Akam, to accompany me. My son has accompanied me. And for that matter, if you happen not to applaud me, I told them that you should applaud me, okay? So if you happen not to applaud me, they will be doing that applause, for me. So yes, I will be concentrating on the future, but when we have to concentrate on the future, until and unless we see the context of our past, I think, we will not be able to arrive there. So what I'd like to tell our students over here today is that change. There's one word, change, which is very, very important for us. The change is what we call a principle of our life. And what do you mean by that? There's going to be a change even if it's a living things, and there's also going to be change even if it's a non-living things. So everything will change. The changes that has come about 300-400 years back, there's a lot of changes. We are going to come across changes tomorrow. We are going to come across changes day after tomorrow. We are going to come across changes in your life. So keep this in mind. You have to pass these changes in your life. You have to embrace that particular changes. And when we talk about that, when we talk about the past, I think let us just go back to about 305 years back. 1719, that was a time in Delhi at Gurukul, they were having this kind of convocation. And during that time, of course, I think that was during non-colonization, they would have talked about the kind of economy that was there in India then. It was shining. And for your kind information, the economy then in India, the kind of the global trade that was happening then in India was about 1/4 of the total global trade which was happening. It was about 25%. Go back 1 century back, there was an emissary from Great Britain, Thomas Roy, who had come to India, and he was studying India, and he had come to India to create the trade between India and England. And that was a time when he had studied about it, came to Delhi. He was an ambassador in Mughal Empire. And he said, he wrote back to his country saying that there's nothing we can give to this country. Rather, we have to learn so many things from them. That is in 1615 to 1619. That was a time when India was growing. And not just growing, but it was happening, the economy, the social. And it was a learning country. We had about 25% of the global trade. Fast forward that to 2017 to 2019, 200 years after that. What happened to India? You know one thing, if you are not careful, there are going to be people who will just come and then bulldoze us. That's what exactly happened. In 2019, when the World War first ended, the economy of India was down to just 4% of the global economy. Just 4%. Down from 24-25% to just 4%. Fast forward that to our independence, 1947. We hardly had any improvement. We had our economy at about 4.2% of our total global trade. Until today, after 77 years, when we have to see that, it's just below 5% of the total global trade. It's about 4.5%. But yes, there's a good news for all of us. Those are all past. We have a great future in our hand today. And what is the future? In the next 2035, we expect to have our economy running at $10 trillion. What is our economy today? Our economy is about $3.9 trillion. And in another 10 years' time, we expect to run at $10 trillion. We are the fifth largest economy in the world. And by that time, we'll be surpassing Germany, we'll be surpassing Japan, and hopefully, I think we will be somewhere on the third. And 50 years down the line, in 2075, and if we are all alive, and if we happen to cross that, you please mark one word. By 2075, we will be weighing for the first or the second place of our economy in the world. We will be weighing for that first and second position. Today, China is there in the second position. Their economy is falling down. Their GDP growth is falling down. Your America is moving down by around 1 to 2%. And of course, as far as Germany is concerned, it is falling down by 0.5 to 1%. So hopefully, even though we don't reach that 25% of the market share of that particular global trade, we expect to have at least double-digit the trade in the global market. And that is where you are going in. 300 years back, you had seen that great economy. The graph has just come down, and now it's just going up. You are there when it is going up. It's a great opportunity for you all. You take care of that. Now, until and unless I study my history, until and unless we study our own history, I think, we will destroy our future. So one thing which I'd like to remind you is that as far as Nagas are concerned, in 1872, we got our first missionary, American missionary, and started our Christianity. Only after around 52 years, in 1924, I think, exactly just 100 years back, there was one gentleman who was the first graduate of Nagas in 1924, the first graduate. And in 1959, the first college, that is Fadali College in Mongkum was set up. So when we compare ourselves with that economy, with that culture, which was prevailing in India just 300 years back, 400 years back, I'm telling you, our pace is very fast. Till 1960, we were into head hunting. In 1960, government of India has given a ban on head hunting. And if you consider the small period of years, I think we had really moved fast. And today when we see our youngsters all over the world, they are doing great job. They are leading in many of the fields. And when your elders are doing that, why can't you do that? You can surely do that. Okay? So be courageous, be confident about yourself, and then you move ahead. Since we have about 6 disciplines here today, I might not be able to give you, one size fits all, advices to everybody, but I will try to accommodate, all of you in the process of my speech. When we talk about science, let us learn this. Science creates technology, okay? Science creates technology. And technology creates commerce. And commerce creates economy. And economy creates politics. So at least in some way or the other, I think we are being attached to this growth, we are attached to this particular creation. But in these creations, there are 2 ways, there are 2 paths. The first path is the wealth creation, okay? And the second path is wealth distribution. 150 years back, when we received Christianity, we were taught only how to share wealth, and we were never taught how to create wealth. Creation of wealth is very important. How do you distribute wealth when we don't create wealth? Nagas have a very wrong conception about wealth. Nagas have a very wrong conception about money. We should stop that. We have a notion that money is sin. We have a notion that, creating wealth is not the right way. But you youngsters here today, you have to break that notion. You need to tell them, you need to prove it to them, saying that, look, wealth creation. And wealth creation is nothing but making money. Wealth creation is moral. Wealth creation is dignified, and wealth creation is upright. The moment our people know this, I think we can do something great. Okay? So that is what you have to prove. You need to prove that to our people. So that is where we had stayed for very long. We were taught only about sharing. We were never taught about creation. And that's the only reason why people like us, we are so-called the first generation entrepreneur. And when we started our businesses, we had all the objection from the parents, from the family members. We had to fight with all the odds. I said, no, this is my decision. This is my career. Yes, you must have taken care of me, but I think I'll have to make my decision for the career. I should contribute at least something for our society. And that's how, I started off my businesses. And when we talk about creations, in some years, I think, Wipro company, Wipro company? Azim Premji is a chairman and chairman of this great company. And at one point of time, this company was adjudged. Azim was adjudged as one of the richest, the 3rd richest man in India. And there was an interview that had happened, and one young lady, she came and said, "Isn't it obscene to have such kind of a great wealth?" And you know what he answered? He answered, "Sorry, in this country, if I don't create wealth, who will distribute the wealth? How will I distribute the wealth? Poverty?" And that is what exactly is happening here today. We don't create wealth, and we see a lot of poverty here today. We need to create that wealth in order to make our society better. We need to bring up our society. That's what we should be doing, my dear young ladies and gentlemen. we need to create wealth. We need to chart our own ways. You cannot depend on your parents. You cannot depend on anybody. Yes, you take the advices from them, but it's you and you alone who has to chart your own ways. In 24, 25, that period, I think many of you would have been somewhere around 1-2 years old. Of course, we started our business somewhere in 1990s, where you were not born then. And 2004, 2005, I was calling a lot of companies from outside to come and make investment in telecom infrastructure. And there was a time when we were just using a very slow internet, okay? Just a dial-up connection. If I have to keep connected to the net, I have to dial up a number, and from that, that connection was given. And we were working at around 8 kbps, 16 kbps, 24 kbps. That's a very, 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 very slow speed we were working. Today, you will not even imagine, okay? Today, we are talking about Mbps. But then, so I said, look, we needed to do something on this. And we needed to create an infrastructure in this area. Nobody was interested. So I said, well, I have to make my own course. If they are not interested, we will lay the infrastructure, optical fiber infrastructure. And by the time we finish this, these other people, these companies will come and make use of our infrastructure. And rightly so, after struggling for 1-2 years, laying optical fiber, sometimes early in the morning, you go with all the jumble, with all the things, lay optical fiber. And in 2006, our first client was Aircel company. Aircel, sorry, it's not no more here today. Then Airtel came, Reliance came, because these big companies, they'll just come and test the water first. They will not do like us because we are people of the soil. We have to create our state. We can't depend on others. People will just come to do business of it. They will just earn and then go back. But people like us are going to stay back. Okay? People are about. So, with all those things that has been done, my first client was Aircel, then Airtel, Reliance, and even at one point of time, BSNL was using my network as a redundant bot. And I started this business even without seeing what optical fiber is. That's the risk which we had been taking so far. Okay? So that is what we did. And when you really are passionate to do this, that's the power of passion. You can really do it. So with that infrastructure which we have, we started off with internet services, and I'm telling you, we are the first in our state to have come out with FTTH, fiber to the home technology. So there was those days where we were just laying optical fiber. We are just reaching the optical fiber till the customers, please. And today we are surviving, and I said, I told my oath 100, we have different, verticals of different companies. So in my Symbiosis Creations private limited company, over 130, 40 employees, I've been telling them, look, we are here today only because of a service. And the moment we compromise in this, we are out from the market. Because there's going to be disruptions in the market. And yes, indeed, in 2019, 20, there had been a lot of disruptions that has come in. There were companies who were just coming and giving freebies, giving free. But we were prepared then, and that's how I think, with all your support, we are here today, standing strong. I wanted to share some lessons with you. And that lesson is that, my dear young friends, when we talk about when you go out from here, you'll be talking about I would like to create something. Okay? I would like to create something. And you will decide, what is it that I'm going to create? Where should I create this? And why? Why should I create this? And that why, if you can ask that with all the passion in your life, and when you think about it, when it gives you an answer saying that, look, this is going to give a better place for us to live in, go in for that. Okay? Should go in for that. You will succeed. As far as there are people who will always ask, how do I run my life? Second, how do I run my life? And there's a very important and very powerful saying of Accentuating, which says, if you want to walk fast, you walk alone. If you want to walk far, you walk together. None of us are as smart as all of us we are. So what you have to do is that by the time you go out from here, meet your friends, meet your mentors, meet your people around, do things together. Then you'll be able to go far. As far as our Nagas are concerned, I'm telling you this is my experiences. Nagas, we tend to just hold on to that company or firm where we wanted it to, even though it dies or even though it survives, I will just hold on to that and then I will die. That is the mentality which we have. We need to work out. We need to work together. This is very important for all of us. You will fail many times. Okay? Not once, not twice, not thrice, but many, many times. But don't be discouraged. That is nothing but that's a lesson for all of us. It's going to be a great lesson for all of you. As Winston Churchill, when he was asked, what is the secret? What is the secret of you being able to lead and have a great victory with all the Allied forces, with all those difficulties? He said a very powerful word, very short but very powerful. He said, never, never, never give up. That is the third thing which I would like to share with you. And I know there are many other people in different disciplines, but this I would like to stress particularly for our business, our aspiring entrepreneurs. I'll tell you, if you start any businesses, keep a very close eye on your money. Okay? Keep a very close eye on your money. Money is like an oxygen for life. It's like an oxygen for life. Of course, oxygen is not the purpose for our life, but without oxygen, you will not be able to survive more than 3 minutes. So that's how important it is. So take care of that. Instead of you rather just saying, okay, you let 1 month end, and after that, okay, let me just check my balance, let me just check my profit and loss account. No. If you do that, it is just going to be just a post-mortem. Okay? You will not be able to do anything. But on a daily basis, if you check your profit and loss account on a daily basis, then it's a diagnostic tools where you can make changes, where you can make corrections. So take care of that. My friends, you are going to make millions and we are going to make billions tomorrow. Selected ones, few ones. God has chosen you, and God has chosen all of us with our own limitations. He has put you in various places. Okay? Out of so many people, you are one in nearly about 8 billion population in the world. But You are the chosen one. And those who earns that kind of money, what are you going to do with that money? Please understand that with that responsibility, with wealth that has been given to you, you had also been given the responsibility to take care of those needy ones. This is very important. The wealth are not yours. I'm telling you, it's not us. It doesn't belong to us. Yes, as far as we human beings are concerned, we consume nearly about 2,200 calories to 2,500 calories in our life. Okay, the ladies might be consuming less than that. That's all. That's the only consumption that we have. The rest of the wealth, we can't consume it. That, we have to give it back to the society. And once when God has given you that responsibility for you to take care of this, we are been given that responsibility of being just a stewardship. Be a good stewardship, a good caretaker. Because the wealth that you have acquired today had belonged to somebody else yesterday and will belong to somebody else tomorrow. Okay? So when you have that, take care of that. See to it that, make use of that for our society. Build our nation, build our state. That is what all of us should do. Okay? I would like to, when I go back from here, maybe whatever thing that I'm saying, you might just forget in another 24 hours. That's okay. We do that. Okay? But I wanted you to keep some few things in mind. I think I just wanted you to take some pledge, especially for three things. When we see a country, the country is not respected when their economy is bad. Please mark my word. When our economy is bad, no country is going to respect us. In order for us to let other people respect us, what is it we need to do? We need to create values. Okay? And those creation of values will be done by you. Make companies, create all the businesses. Wherever you go, create something, create some values. And that is when we are going to see that changes. Creating value is very important. So 3 things I would like to tell you. Don't work just for consuming values, okay? But be the one who creates values. That's one. Don't go on seeking for jobs. Create jobs. And the last but very important one, don't be a followers. Be a leader. Please don't forget this. I might say so many things, but these are very important things that is going to be important in our life. We had been given choices, okay? When God made us, He had given us choices. Choose as per our will. That's the reason when in our Bible, when God created Adam and Eve, and when He said, you can take any fruits from any of the trees except this tree. Don't take it from them. That was His command. But when Eve was tested, God did not come and tell Eve that, no, don't take this. He just left it for Eve to make its own decision. That's the power of choices which we have. We can choose the right thing. We can choose the wrong path. But God will not tell you, do this, do that. He has given us everything. It's you and me who has to make that final choices. So I have some few choices for you. okay? And that is, choose learning, okay? Choose learning over speaking. I think we see a lot of people, like me, who keeps on speaking many things. But what has been said? Choose learning over speaking. Choose loyalty over backstabbing our friends. This is very important. You are going to come across, because I'm sharing this even with my own experiences, okay? So, choose loyalty. Choose good over bad. Choose generosity over greed, okay? Choose generosity over greed. Choose gratitude over attitude. There are people whom we see, with a lot of attitude, they will just move around. Choose gratitude. Choose truth. That is very important for us. Choose truth to speak out. And choose discipline. And I just wanted to end my thing, I just wanted to say this, because this befits all of us, discipline. In Jewish community, because the financial discipline is very important, not only for the commerce students, not only for entrepreneurs, it's so important for all of us. And I'm going to give you this. In Jewish community, they observe a very strong financial principle. And that principle is, they have 5 jars. Okay? 5 jars. The first jar, they are being advised, they are being taught, even from the very, very small kid, they are being advised in tithes. 10%, it's for tithes. 10%, another 10% is for giving. Another 10% is for investment. Okay? Investment. And another 20% is for savings. My dear friends, I think you have to give this very seriously. And remaining 50% you spend wherever you wanted to do it. That is how they had been built up, and that's the reason, in spite of the fact that they are just 1% of the total population of this world, they control 25% of billionaires in the world. Isn't it great? That is how they build their financial foundations. So my dear friends, as you walk out from this great auditorium, have faith in yourself. Go out with pride, okay? You should go out with pride. Go out with all the expectation, with all the things that the world has to give it to you. Go out with all the hope, with a sense that there's so much opportunities for you. You should do that. Yes, just go out and live your dream. Just go out and live your dream. Enjoy life when you are doing all these things, and create a happy world around you. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so grateful for being here today, and I'm so happy that I could share at least whatever small experiences that I had earlier, and I love to see all of you shining tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for an insightful, profound, and a valuable message to our graduates and all present this morning. I'm sure all of us has been inspired through his commencement, through the commencement speaker. And now, graduates, the most awaited moment has arrived, the award of degree. The graduate have been evaluated by the Nagaland University and the Nagaland Board, have been evaluated by the Nagaland University and hereby declared and found qualified to be awarded for the Bachelor's degree of Arts, Commerce and Management, and to hand out the degrees, I would like to call upon our commencement speaker, Sir Al Mongkum, to present the candidates. The following students of Tetso College has been assessed by the Nagaland University and are hereby awarded the degree, specialist degree in BBA class of 2024. Atsoche Kapo, Gangong Mei Dang Mei, Patrong Lee Sangtam, Kajal Kumari, Kekrone Weza, Kejale Piene, Kolebinyo Line, Halo Chongbeni Jungi, Pilang Roni Muri, Sangjem Lila Chankilari, Tan Reto Yimchunger, Tefuleto Teherja, Wichamsi Zeliang, Zakelato Hasu, Chongchitang Kitan, Zovet Talu. The graduating students from the Department of BBA. Sir, you may take a seat. I now request the Principal, Dr. Herwasa, to kindly felicitate the students. The following students have been assessed by the Nagaland University and Tetso College and are hereby awarded a degree, bachelor's degree in BCom. Abenle Lorin, Avitoli Yeptomi, Bharti Mukhia, Vikash Jeshwal, Kenelol Tep, Kriketulie Kehyo, Lolito S. Kati, Medonino Kinso, Mufsedul Islam, Thank you, ma'am. You may take a seat. May I now request Director Kulot to hand out the certificates. Nikito K. Chopi, Nungshi Sunab Im Song, Osenti Iyer, Pallavi Kumari, Pompi Bhumik, Rakesh Kumar, Rasmi, Sumit Kachari, Sushen Debnath, Tangring Langtasa, Tejano Che Tungoy, Tolika Yeptomi, Ventungo Izong, and Apang Konyak. Thank you, sir. May I now request our HR manager, Ma'am Vinny, to present the candidates. The following students have been assessed by Nagaland University and Tetso College and are hereby awarded a degree in BCA. Akani M. Achumi, Akumtoshi Lemter, Ellen Kad, Aruso T, Asu Tikir, Kevisetunyo Nakro, Medovinyo, Mutuzo Vero, Nokman Konyak, Vitope Achumi, Vivikali Yepto, Zavung El Muri, Zukatung Hamtsoi, and Sentilong. Achumi, Vivikali Yepto, Zavung El Muri, Zakatung Hamtsoi, and Sentilong. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Dr. Anjan Behra to present the candidates. The following students have been assessed by the Nagaland University and Tetso College, and I hereby awarded the bachelor's degree in economics. Bodevi Chase, IS Leung, Kroryu Chira, Lorin Benny Paton, Musa Luzudo, Rongseng Lemla, Venipio Koza, and Vizo. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Temsakum Laau to present the candidates. The following students have been assessed by Nagaland University and Tetso College and are hereby awarded a bachelor's degree in psychology honors. Atokali T. Yeptomi, Bendang Chung Laau, Chupong H. Pom, Ilo K. Aumi, Kenny Ritze, Lika K. Yeptomi, Lilivi Chishi, Pachoni R. Jami, Muakala Muri, Yudingle Nyumai, Rewe V. Kachiri, Visanlu, and Wapaing La Imsong. now call upon the students of political science honors. Amvito K. Aumi. Arentila Benhilo Lorin. Buwang M. Konyak. Chamla H. Imchungar. Chamla H. Imchungar. Coherence Achumi. Gihuka Sumi. H. Ikavi Sumi. Hilokali H. Jimo. Hilokali H. Jimo. Hojila Y. Imchungar. Ikwa Kulimbe. Ikwa Kulimbe. J. Pamrishan. K. Kagoto Jakalu. K. Kagoto Jakalu. Langa Q. Y. Imchungar. Linotoni S. Aye. Livi Kini. Medongo. Medongo. Hachoni M. Yantan. Patemo Kikon. Patemo Kikon. Moiken Pom. Moiken Pom. Molen C. Pom. Molen C. Pom and Chumbemo Z. Sangla. Chumbemo Z. Sangla. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Amaranjan to kindly present the certificates. Nusetsolu, Nutselu, P. Donald Kikon, Pechisin Lokem, Pechisin Lokem, Rachel, Renbe L. Izum, Renben L. Izum, R.K. Dipasna, R.K. Dipasna, Setila T. Sangtam, Setila T. Sangtam, Sokumla Khepuri, T. Lakila Yimchungar, Tejasenyo, Toili P. Aumi, pi aumi. Solo tere. Solo tere. Very kezo. Tetso College shijo. Vidiluno savino. Vihuka S.I.A. Zachumlo E Moju. Zachumlo E Moju. Alokali E. Alokali E. Awang Ti Konyak. Awang Ti Konyak. Ahule Kipen. Bokavi H. Aumi. Ahule Kipen. Bokavi H. Aumi. Niboto Achumi. Ahito Aumi. Ahito Aumi. Visashir Baka. Yeshika Sumi. Rossi K. Shimo. Rossi K. Shimo. Kyukang. Kaplang. Kilem Sangla. Kilem Sangla. Kenny Senor Micho. Kenny Senor Micho. Vishal Rana. Vivek Rana. Kikuto Jimomi. Nitolu Aumi. Vitoli Aumi. Avirup Shyam. Avirup Shyam. Elitoli Achumi. Elitoli Achumi. Jenitang Kikon. Jenitang Kikon. Katru. Katru. Abukashimo. Bukai Kishimo. Bukai Kishimo. Hika Yeptomi. Nikupu G Yepto. Thank you, sir. And I request Sir Talinung Sang to kindly hand out the certificates. Putisang Jamir. Ngogitoli Shimomi. Ngogitoli Shimomi. Aloino Kie Shimo. Temsa Jungla Imsong. Sang Panger. Wi Mang Ning Bilian Yumai. Nizina Ishna. Anoli Kinimi. Mulang Kongba. Lani Nungshi. Lanu Jungshi. T. Aliba. Hewe Kulu Lasu. Acha Konyak. Cheti Konyak. Rakho Shijo. Rakho Shijo. Taling Daigbo. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I request Sir Abdul to kindly hand out the certificates. Kumrila. Sorry. Taling Daigbo. Kumrila. Felicitation. Nungsang Lengla. Mongkum Jamir. Mongkum Jamir. Lolibo Jacinta Hamsoy. Moksha Konga Chang. Alomongba. Prakash. Prakash. Imti Nuksang. Imti Nuksang. Imti Nuksang. Wapang Toshi. Hesheno Shohe. Wapang Toshi. Hesheno Shohe. Lao Ting Hao Hang Sing. Lao Ting Hao Hang Sing. Kikrusele Chile. Hachi Gumding. Molung Sunab. Tungren Hamsoy. Anokali. Shinaro, Anokali, Nung Shinaro, Yashimongla, Yashimongla, Mantai, Nsenlo, Mantai Nsenlo, Lisa R. Achumi.
We're going to show you how to set up your Allen heats, set up your mics, where to put your speakers, how to run your aux outs, everything you need to know about how to run your
Mantai. Nsenlo, Lisa R. Achumi, that's also it. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Congratulations once again to all the graduates. And with that, we have now come to the end of today's ceremony. My dear graduates, tomorrow, new challenges and opportunities await your great weights that will further test your medals as providing individuals, and as you continue with your life, may you take a trip down the memory lane at Tetso College with fondness and pride. Congratulations, graduates, class of 2021. Welcome to the alumni community. Let's all give them a round of applause. Yeah. Today, as we have become the Tetso College impressive history, we thank you all for your participation and for your presence here in this ceremonial celebration. And before we wind up this ceremony, I would like to give a brief announcement that a lunch has been provided by the college authority, so kindly do join us in the for the lunch at the hotspot premises. Yeah. Thank you all. That's all for the graduation ceremony. Thank you. Yeah. You may exit the hall. Thank you.